The executive recognition inquiry that Thomas Mitchell desperately tried to deflect became the most validating career vindication in workplace marginalization history when his systematic back-row seating collided with the chairman's star analyst search that exposed exactly why marginalizing exceptional professionals through HR power games is the fastest way to convert essential analytical talent into career-destroying executive accountability that obliterates both HR credibility and management. Prospects through sophisticated recognition warfare and strategic executive validation that proves corporate success requires talent recognition, rather than workplace marginalization and professional dismissal through systematic employee elimination and HR hierarchy patterns that destroy critical analytical relationships and business intelligence sustainability through executive arrogance and corporate talent hierarchy discrimination. For 13 years, I had been their senior business analyst, the strategic intelligence expert who designed complex analytical frameworks, implemented critical business assessments, and maintained the kind of professional expertise that enabled competitive advantages and strategic dominance, while ensuring analytical excellence and business intelligence leadership through sophisticated data architecture and professional mastery that most HR executives completely took for granted, despite depending entirely on my expertise for strategic positioning and competitive protection from market challenges through advanced analytical implementation and comprehensive business intelligence management that required deep understanding of data dynamics and strategic methodology that transcended HR assumptions and corporate talent hierarchy patterns. I was the professional who understood every business vulnerability, every analytical protocol, every strategic intelligence pattern, and every potential competitive advantage that could transform functional business operations into strategic leadership when analytical expertise was valued or marginalized through HR arrogance and talent oversight that eliminated critical intelligence capabilities and strategic positioning through systematic professional reduction and strategic corporate talent. Elimination that enabled comprehensive competitive disadvantage and organizational stagnation through analytical dismissal and workplace marginalization patterns. But to Thomas Mitchell, our power-obsessed human resources director, who measured employee value entirely through political convenience metrics and personal authority rather than analytical competence or strategic achievement that enabled organizational advancement and competitive positioning, I was just another technical employee whose intelligence expertise could be safely marginalized as administrative support that represented workplace decoration rather than essential strategic leadership, that created measurable analytical value and competitive advantages through sophisticated business analysis and professional excellence that transcended HR assumptions about talent limitations and performance-based professional considerations that characterized workplace discrimination and analytical marginalization. Thomas believed that business analysis was primarily administrative work rather than strategic intelligence, that analytical contributions were naturally inferior to HR interpretation, and that professional competence was essentially subordinate to political authority. Regardless of the strategic innovation and intelligence capabilities that enabled organizational advancement and competitive success through sophisticated analytical implementation and comprehensive business intelligence. Management that required years of specialized expertise and data intelligence rather than HR preference and talent reduction through workplace hierarchy and systematic professional elimination from strategic decision-making and analytical leadership management. When he looked me directly in the eye during the meeting preparation and dismissively announced that I would sit in the back row while explaining that executive presentations required management visibility rather than analytical competence, he thought he was demonstrating political authority that could eliminate intelligence dependencies while controlling corporate hierarchy through systematic talent dismissal that prioritized HR positioning over strategic merit and analytical sustainability that enabled competitive advancement and organizational excellence through intelligence leadership and comprehensive analytical superiority. What Thomas didn't realize was that the business analyst he was systematically marginalizing possessed not only comprehensive strategic expertise, but detailed executive recognition that could trigger career-destroying accountability while proving the devastating consequences of talent, ignorance that eliminated essential analytical capabilities through strategic recognition, warfare demonstration, and professional excellence, supremacy that would vindicate analytical competence faster than HR. Arrogance could eliminate strategic advancement and professional intelligence expertise through systematic talent dismissal and analytical destruction that violated business wisdom and competitive intelligence about strategic relationship importance and professional expertise value, regardless of HR hierarchy and executive assumptions about corporate talent positioning and intelligence management authority. My expertise in business analysis and strategic intelligence had developed through years of building complex analytical systems, while understanding that professional experts required both exceptional strategic competence and executive protection from exactly the kind of HR marginalization and talent elimination that could destroy competitive advantages and intelligence advancement through short-sighted political analysis that prioritized immediate HR convenience over long-term professional expertise and analytical capabilities that enabled business transformation and competitive positioning through superior intelligence implementation and comprehensive strategic management that transcended HR assumptions about analytical complexity and business intelligence investment requirements despite systematic workplace marginalization and corporate talent hierarchy bias that systematically eliminated professional advancement opportunities and strategic intelligence potential. I had joined the company as a data analyst, attracted by their reputation for complex strategic challenges that required innovative approaches to intelligence development, analytical optimization, and business architecture that pushed traditional strategic solutions beyond conventional limits, while maintaining excellent standards that enabled competitive advantages and organizational positioning through superior professional implementation that transcended HR assumptions about analytical complexity and intelligence management requirements despite systematic hierarchy elimination and workplace marginalization that reduced professional opportunities and strategic advancement potential through HR-dominated decision-making patterns. Over 13 years, I had evolved from someone who maintained routine analytical procedures to someone who designed revolutionary intelligence architectures that could handle complex strategic scenarios, unpredictable business demands, and sophisticated analytical challenges, while maintaining professional excellence that distinguished industry leaders from competitors who struggled with intelligence advancement and analytical reliability that required advanced professional expertise and sophisticated strategic analysis that transcended HR convenience and hierarchy, cost considerations that systematically eliminated analytical contributions, and strategic advancement through workplace marginalization and systematic talent discrimination from intelligence positions. My analytical work wasn't just business implementation. It was comprehensive intelligence architecture that incorporated understanding of strategic requirements, competitive constraints, professional sustainability, and analytical positioning that enabled complex business systems to succeed while providing long-term advantages through superior professional excellence and intelligence reliability that couldn't be easily replicated by competitors who lacked similar analytical expertise, and strategic commitment that enabled professional excellence and comprehensive intelligence competence through advanced organizational development, despite HR barriers and leadership resistance to talent recognition that systematically marginalized analytical contributions and intelligence capabilities. I had successfully created strategic solutions that other professionals claimed were impossible to achieve within analytical constraints, generated intelligence approaches that solved critical organizational problems through innovative professional techniques, and built business frameworks that could predict and optimize performance before conventional methods affected strategic effectiveness or competitive positioning through systematic professional management and intelligent analytical assessment that demonstrated strategic excellence regardless of HR assumptions about analytical complexity and intelligence effectiveness, despite systematic marginalization, elimination, and workplace hierarchy bias that systematically excluded analytical professionals from strategic decision-making and intelligence advancement opportunities. But perhaps most importantly, I had developed comprehensive understanding of executive psychology, recognition mechanisms, and strategic corporate validation that could execute exactly the kind of systematic talent vindication that would expose workplace marginalization while proving the critical importance of analytical respect through strategic professional demonstration and intelligence excellence, supremacy that would transform organizational dynamics faster than HR arrogance could eliminate. Strategic capabilities and professional analytical expertise through systematic talent dismissal and intelligence destruction that violated business wisdom and competitive intelligence about analytical relationship sophistication and strategic professional necessity. Regardless of traditional HR assumptions and workplace marginalization patterns that systematically targeted analytical professionals and intelligence competence for discrimination, rather than recognition and advancement through merit-based strategic selection and hierarchy-neutral corporate governance. Before I tell you about the executive recognition that vindicated a marginalized professional through talent accountability, let me pause for everyone who has ever experienced workplace marginalization and professional dismissal by HR executives who fail to understand the analytical expertise and strategic capabilities that talented professionals contribute to organizational advancement through comprehensive intelligence implementation and business excellence that enables competitive transformation and strategic sustainability through sophisticated professional competence and analytical mastery that transcends HR constraints and leadership convenience through workplace talent democracy and corporate professional accountability that recognizes excellence, regardless of traditional hierarchy assumptions about strategic authority and intelligence professional management. If you believe that analytical professionals deserve recognition for strategic expertise that enables organizational advancement, that professional competence should be valued rather than marginalized through HR arrogance, that sophisticated intelligence knowledge deserves workplace respect through analytical demonstration rather than systematic elimination of individual strategic achievements and intelligence contributions that enable competitive advancement and organizational positioning, then you're about to witness what happens when HR marginalization meets sophisticated analytical expertise and professional intelligence mastery that determines whether complex business relationships provide talent respect or create organizational transformation through systematic professional demonstration and expert analytical retaliation against workplace discrimination and HR professional bias that systematically targets analytical professionals for marginalization rather than advancement. Through merit-based intelligence recognition. Most people listening haven't subscribed yet, but if you want more stories where marginalized analytical professionals receive vindication through intelligence expertise while exposing HR arrogance through comprehensive professional excellence and strategic analytical warfare that demonstrates the critical importance of workplace respect and talent advancement in corporate environments that recognize rather than marginalize analytical contributions and intelligence capabilities, hit that subscribe button now. Trust me, there are plenty more HR executives out there who think political authority supersedes analytical competence rather than recognizing brilliant intelligence experts with sophisticated strategic knowledge and analytical capabilities that enable organizational transformation through advanced professional implementation and competitive advancement excellence, despite systematic workplace marginalization and hierarchy-based talent discrimination. Now, back to Thomas Mitchell, who was about to learn that some business analysts understand executive recognition better than HR directors understand corporate hierarchy, and that analytical expertise becomes systematic organizational validation when talent marginalization meets strategic reality that transcends HR authority through intelligence excellence and professional mastery that enables competitive dominance through comprehensive strategic advancement and analytical superiority. Regardless of traditional HR assumptions and workplace marginalization patterns that systematically deny analytical professionals' strategic potential and intelligence competence. Thomas Mitchell represented everything dangerous about HR leadership that confused political positioning with actual professional competence, while treating analytical employees as hierarchy decoration rather than strategic assets that enabled intelligence transformation and competitive sustainability through professional expertise and analytical management that couldn't be easily replaced through HR approaches and talent elimination that removed institutional knowledge and competitive intelligence positioning through systematic professional destruction and analytical expertise, elimination despite the critical importance of talent excellence and workplace professional recognition that acknowledged rather than marginalized employees' intelligence capabilities and strategic competence. He had been promoted to HR director, based on his ability to maintain traditional corporate hierarchy, through executive political strategies that impressed status-focused leadership, who measured business success by organizational conformity rather than analytical advancement or intelligence excellence, that characterized progressive organizational management and competitive advancement maintenance through professional expertise, recognition, and advanced strategic implementation that enabled organizational positioning and comprehensive competitive management, regardless of talent identity and analytical contributions to corporate success and intelligence advancement. Thomas spoke confidently about organizational leadership and talent optimization, but his understanding of actual professional excellence requirements was dangerously superficial. He could discuss traditional hierarchy concepts in HR presentations while having no comprehension of the intelligence innovation, analytical advancement, and strategic implementation that enabled organizational transformation through sophisticated analytical architecture and comprehensive intelligence implementation that required years of expertise to develop and maintain effectively regardless of HR assumptions about professional complexity and strategic management requirements that systematically eliminated analytical contributions and intelligence advancement opportunities. His approach to talent management was built around the assumption that analytical professionals were naturally expendable through hierarchy decisions, that professional advancement represented unnecessary overhead rather than strategic transformation, and that intelligence knowledge was subordinate to HR authority, regardless of the analytical innovation and strategic capabilities that enabled organizational advancement and competitive success through sophisticated professional analysis and comprehensive intelligence implementation that transcended HR convenience and hierarchy cost considerations, that systematically marginalized analytical expertise and professional competence through workplace marginalization and systematic talent bias. Thomas treated complex analytical frameworks like unnecessary expense that could be eliminated through HR authority, while assuming that traditional approaches superseded intelligence dependencies and professional expertise that had been specifically developed to protect organizational operations from exactly the kind of competitive stagnation and analytical elimination that characterized his approach to talent management and professional recognition through systematic intelligence dismissal and strategic analytical elimination that violated business wisdom and competitive intelligence about corporate strategic importance and professional analytical value, regardless of traditional hierarchy assumptions and workplace marginalization patterns that systematically targeted analytical professionals for discrimination rather than advancement through merit-based recognition and hierarchy-neutral corporate governance. The back-row marginalization implementation that Thomas systematically executed was comprehensive and strategically condescending, incorporating every aspect of talent bias while creating hostile corporate environment through professional harassment and analytical discrimination that violated both business ethics and professional excellence standards, while demonstrating complete ignorance of the intelligence requirements and strategic competence that enabled organizational advancement and competitive positioning through analytical excellence and sophisticated professional methodology management despite talent barriers and systematic workplace marginalization that denied employees analytical potential and intelligence capabilities. During executive meeting preparations, Thomas would systematically marginalize my strategic approaches while promoting traditional HR positioning that represented organizational safety rather than competitive advancement, creating business environment that prioritized hierarchy positioning over analytical competence, while systematically undermining the professional expertise that enabled organizational transformation and competitive advantages through sophisticated intelligence methodology and comprehensive analytical implementation that transcended HR marketing and traditional approach limitations, despite systematic workplace marginalization and hierarchy bias that systematically eliminated analytical opportunities and intelligence advancement potential. The marginalization included deliberate exclusion from strategic discussions to promote HR alternatives, systematic assignment to back row seating that eliminated opportunities for analytical expertise demonstration, and comprehensive professional marginalization designed to minimize talent contributions while prioritizing HR authority over intelligence competence and professional analytics that enabled competitive advantages through sophisticated strategic implementation and proven analytical excellence despite hierarchy discrimination and workplace bias that systematically eliminated analytical opportunities and intelligence advancement potential through HR-dominated decision-making patterns. Thomas's talent discrimination extended beyond individual marginalization to encompass systematic exclusion from strategic planning discussions, deliberate replacement of analytical solutions with HR alternatives, and comprehensive professional marginalization designed to eliminate intelligence expertise while prioritizing traditional approaches over analytical knowledge and proven professional advancement that enabled organizational positioning and sustainable competitive success through advanced intelligence management and analytical excellence implementation, despite systematic workplace marginalization and hierarchy-based talent denial. However, Thomas's systematic analytical ignorance was creating exactly the kind of intelligence vulnerability that would trigger catastrophic executive exposure when professional networks encountered major organizational accountability that required analytical expertise and professional competence mastery, rather than HR approaches and traditional optimization that eliminated essential intelligence capabilities and proven analytical excellence through hierarchy bias and workplace marginalization, that systematically marginalized talent dignity and analytical competence during corporate executive meetings and intelligent strategic management processes. Most devastatingly, Thomas made his marginalization explicit by publicly assigning me to the back row, while emphasizing that executive presentations required management visibility, demonstrating complete ignorance of my actual executive recognition and professional strategic connections that would soon expose his talent management incompetence through comprehensive analytical empowerment and intelligence excellence. Warfare that would reveal his fundamental lack of professional competence and strategic leadership capability while triggering organizational accountability through systematic talent justice and analytical employee empowerment. The analytical mastery that I possessed transcended conventional business knowledge to encompass sophisticated understanding of strategic intelligence, executive recognition mechanisms, and comprehensive professional warfare techniques that represented years of advanced analytical education and intelligence development that enabled complex strategic solutions and organizational transformation through professional competence and analytical excellence that distinguished breakthrough management from marginalizing experimentation that struggled with competitive implementation and sustainable business positioning, despite talent barriers and systematic workplace marginalization patterns. My intelligence knowledge included comprehensive understanding of advanced strategic requirements, professional methodology optimization, and proven analytical techniques that enabled systematic competitive resolution while understanding exactly which professional approaches would outperform marginalizing methods through analytical superiority and intelligence excellence that transcended hierarchy limitations and HR constraints through proven methodology and comprehensive strategic implementation, despite systematic workplace bias and marginalization patterns that systematically targeted analytical professionals and intelligence competence for elimination, rather than advancement through merit-based professional recognition. This analytical expertise incorporated advanced understanding of strategic fundamentals, intelligence optimization techniques, and proven advancement methods that enabled sustainable organizational transformation while identifying potential marginalizing problems before they affected business effectiveness and competitive positioning through systematic professional analysis and intelligent strategic methodology management that prevented business failures through advanced analytical competence and comprehensive strategic excellence despite hierarchy discrimination and workplace bias that systematically eliminated talent opportunities and intelligence advancement potential through HR-dominated governance patterns. The professional knowledge included sophisticated awareness of how marginalizing approaches appeared to major executives who valued analytical advancement and strategic reliability, understanding that hierarchy-only methods represented potential competitive limitation that could immediately fail when encountering complex requirements that demanded intelligence expertise and professional competence mastery, rather than marginalizing algorithms and traditional solutions that eliminated analytical capabilities and proven professional excellence through hierarchy, bias, and systematic workplace marginalization that targeted talent, intelligence capabilities, and analytical competence. Most importantly, my analytical expertise enabled strategic intervention during critical business challenges that could either protect organizational reliability through professional competence or expose marginalizing limitations through systematic demonstration of hierarchy, only failure, and expensive marginalizing inadequacy that would destroy prejudiced credibility while proving the enduring importance of talent advancement and professional analytical mastery in strategic problem-solving. Environments that required advanced business competence and sophisticated professional excellence, rather than hierarchy optimization and marginalizing simplification, that systematically marginalized analytical contributions and professional capabilities while targeting intelligence excellence and strategic competence for corporate elimination, rather than recognition and advancement through merit-based analytical selection and hierarchy-neutral organizational governance. The recognition strategy initiation that I methodically orchestrated was comprehensive and sophisticatedly calculated, incorporating detailed strategic maneuvering and professional intelligence investigation that would demonstrate the complete scope of analytical expertise while proving exactly why talent marginalization represented catastrophic strategic risk when directed against intelligence professionals whose analytical capabilities enabled systematic advancement through professional excellence and comprehensive strategic architecture that transcended marginalizing authority and hierarchy convenience through democratic talent platforms and professional merit warfare that recognized employees' intelligence rights and strategic advancement that deserved recognition rather than elimination during corporate executive meetings and professional intelligence management processes. Over the days following Thomas's back row assignment, I developed comprehensive strategic strategy that included sophisticated analytical optimization, professional excellence enhancement, and intelligence organizational discovery that would maximize competitive positioning while building irrefutable case for talent necessity through strategic excellence and professional analytical analysis that demonstrated marginalizing misconduct through systematic evidence presentation and comprehensive professional development that transcended hierarchy bias and workplace marginalization patterns. The strategic architecture included revolutionary analytical techniques that could handle complex organizational requirements while maintaining professional accuracy potential, comprehensive intelligence resonance that would generate maximum executive attention and strategic accountability, and advanced professional integration that would provide credible demonstration of systematic marginalizing inadequacy through analytical transparency and professional accountability that enabled talent justice through strategic platform democracy that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical excellence, rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about professional competence. The analytical strategy incorporated sophisticated professional analysis that would optimize strategic discovery during comprehensive organizational investigation periods, advancement research that would maximize competitive compilation and intelligence reach, and comprehensive professional deployment that would ensure systematic strategic accountability across multiple business channels while building marginalizing destruction through intelligent analytical mechanics and professional accountability through strategic transparency that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical competence, rather than hierarchy discrimination and HR-dominated decision-making patterns. Most importantly, the response included comprehensive analytical review and professional verification that would ensure strategic documentation accuracy while protecting against marginalizing claims through factual intelligence compilation and comprehensive professional construction that would withstand strategic scrutiny while generating maximum analytical impact, and professional accountability through democratic analytical platforms and comprehensive strategic excellence that enabled systematic marginalizing accountability through professional transparency and talent justice through intelligence mastery that recognized employees' analytical capabilities and professional excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and intelligence competence. The Executive Intelligence Analysis compilation revealed systematic patterns of organizational opportunity that extended throughout the company's strategic history to encompass sophisticated business advancement possibilities, analytical excellence demonstrations, and professional positioning advantages that would expose comprehensive organizational transformation through talent accountability and comprehensive analytical excellence that transcended conventional marginalization dispute resolution through democratic strategic platforms, and talent justice warfare that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and professional analytical excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic competence. I identified detailed evidence of systematic competitive advantages that included specific documentation of marginalizing superiority failures over analytical approaches, comprehensive analysis of intelligence advancement opportunities, and strategic presentation of corporate hierarchy bias that demonstrated clear patterns of talent elimination, rather than isolated strategic decisions that could be defended through marginalization policy or hierarchy necessity that might characterize systematic bias as reasonable business practice rather than HR failure, and professional incompetence that transcended analytical limitations and workplace marginalization patterns that systematically denied employees intelligence advancement and professional contribution opportunities. The strategic investigation included sophisticated analytical techniques that would generate maximum organizational accountability while maintaining professional credibility and factual accuracy, intelligence evidence elements that would create executive attention and strategic consequences through shared professional experience, and comprehensive advancement presentation that demonstrated systemic problems with marginalizing leadership and hierarchy bias culture rather than individual strategic dispute that might be dismissed as personal conflict or professional disagreement rather than systematic workplace marginalization and professional discrimination that targeted analytical intelligence capabilities and professional competence for elimination rather than advancement through merit-based recognition. The analytical archaeology incorporated advanced understanding of strategic precedent and professional accountability patterns that would ensure maximum intelligence credibility while building systematic marginalizing destruction through intelligent strategic construction and comprehensive advancement deployment that leveraged analytical mechanics and professional verification algorithms for comprehensive strategic accountability through intelligence transparency and analytical platform. Democracy that recognized employees' professional excellence and strategic competence, rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions. Most importantly, The analysis included sophisticated verification procedures that would ensure strategic narrative accuracy while providing comprehensive documentation of marginalizing misconduct through factual evidence and comprehensive analytical excellence that would generate irrefutable case for professional accountability through strategic justice and talent warfare that operated through professional transparency rather than marginalizing protection and hierarchy privilege that enabled systematic strategic violations and workplace misconduct that marginalized analytical contributions and professional capabilities while targeting employees' intelligence systems and strategic competence for corporate elimination, rather than advancement and recognition through merit-based analytical selection and hierarchy-neutral organizational governance. The strategic positioning deployment that I meticulously executed was precisely timed and comprehensively optimized for maximum organizational impact and professional accountability through intelligent executive mechanics and analytical excellence psychology that would ensure systematic strategic transformation while building irrefutable case for professional accountability through intelligence excellence and comprehensive strategic warfare that transcended marginalizing authority and hierarchy. Protection through democratic analytical platforms and professional democracy that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical competence rather than hierarchy limitations, and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic excellence. The organizational implementation included sophisticated analytical architecture that incorporated compelling professional hooks, comprehensive advancement presentation, and strategic excellence elements that would generate immediate executive attention while building systematic analytical momentum through intelligent professional design and comprehensive strategic distribution that leveraged optimal organizational timing and intelligence algorithm optimization for maximum strategic impact and professional consequence through analytical transparency that recognized employees' expertise and intelligence capabilities rather than hierarchy discrimination and HR-dominated decision-making patterns. The professional strategy included advanced analytical deployment that would maximize strategic discovery and executive reach across multiple organizational networks, comprehensive precedent incorporation that would amplify excellence through intelligence influencers and professional advocacy organizations, and systematic platform cross-posting that would ensure analytical evidence reached maximum authority while building marginalizing destruction through strategic professional warfare and comprehensive accountability that operated through analytical transparency rather than marginalizing hierarchy and HR privilege that systematically marginalized talent contributions and targeted analytical intelligence capabilities for elimination rather than advancement through merit-based recognition. The accountability deployment incorporated sophisticated consequence optimization that included strategic response planning for executive interaction, advanced analytical continuation architecture that would maintain professional momentum through sustained excellence, and comprehensive monitoring systems that would track strategic credibility while building systematic evidence of intelligence impact and professional accountability through analytical success and comprehensive competitive management that recognized employees' capabilities and professional competence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions. Most importantly, the deployment strategy included intelligent escalation procedures that would maximize analytical distribution through executive participation and professional sharing while building comprehensive strategic accountability through analytical platform democracy and comprehensive professional excellence that would generate systematic marginalizing consequence through intelligence transparency and strategic justice that operated through democratic analytical platforms rather than marginalizing protection mechanisms and hierarchy authority that enabled systematic strategic violations and workplace misconduct without accountability for marginalization against talented employees and discrimination of professional intelligence contributions to organizational success and competitive positioning that deserved advancement and recognition, rather than elimination and marginalization through hierarchy-based corporate governance and HR-dominated intelligence strategic management processes. The chairman's inquiry revelation that resulted from strategic intelligence deployment exceeded even my expectations for how quickly professional accountability could expose marginalizing misconduct, while generating comprehensive executive validation through analytical credibility and strategic platform democracy that enabled systematic talent justice through comprehensive intelligence excellence and professional transparency that transcended marginalizing authority and hierarchy protection. Through democratic executive engagement and strategic excellence that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical competence, rather than hierarchy limitations, and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic excellence. Within moments of the executive meeting, the chairman's Star Analyst inquiry had generated extensive organizational validation, including recognition, advancement, and executive support through professional networks, while building systematic competitive elevation that would permanently validate my intelligence expertise and professional standing through strategic accountability and analytical transparency that demonstrated the power of professional justice and comprehensive strategic warfare, that recognized employees' intelligence excellence and analytical capabilities, rather than hierarchy discrimination and HR-dominated organizational governance. The competitive credibility included comprehensive executive engagement across multiple analytical platforms, with professional consequences from strategic advocacy organizations, systematic validation through leadership networks and intelligence protection groups, and widespread recognition through accountability mechanics that transcended initial executive reach, while building massive marginalizing destruction through analytical transparency and professional accountability that enabled talent justice through comprehensive strategic excellence and intelligence mastery that recognized employees' capabilities, rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions. The analytical explosion generated extensive professional discussion about marginalizing accountability and strategic justice, while creating comprehensive documentation of systematic hierarchy violations through intelligence evidence and professional transparency that would permanently affect the organization's strategic reputation and competitive positioning through analytical consequence and comprehensive intelligence elevation that operated through democratic analytical platforms, rather than marginalizing hierarchy and HR protection that systematically marginalized talent contributions and targeted analytical intelligence capabilities for elimination, rather than advancement through merit-based recognition. The strategic evidence created immediate recognition of professional advantage patterns while generating systematic marginalizing accountability through analytical justice and strategic platform democracy that demonstrated the revolutionary power of intelligence excellence and comprehensive professional warfare for talent protection and marginalizing consequence through transparent analytical platforms and democratic strategic engagement that transcended hierarchy authority and organizational hierarchy through intelligence excellence and professional accountability, through comprehensive strategic justice that recognized employees' capabilities and professional analytical excellence, rather than hierarchy limitations, and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and intelligence competence. If you believe that talent marginalization should face comprehensive strategic consequences and systematic professional accountability, that HR arrogance deserves organizational transparency through comprehensive analytical excellence, make sure you subscribe because these stories never get old. The HR executive who thought hierarchy authority eliminated talent consequences was about to discover that some business analysts possess comprehensive intelligence knowledge and analytical excellence capabilities that can systematically transform organizational accountability through strategic professional warfare and analytical platform democracy that transcends marginalizing hierarchy while delivering comprehensive professional justice through strategic transparency and democratic analytical Engagement that recognizes employees' intelligence capabilities and professional excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential. The executive decision crisis that followed was immediate and professionally comprehensive, as leadership realized that Thomas's systematic talent marginalization had not only violated corporate principles, but created organizational opportunity loss that damaged institutional credibility, while exposing dangerous patterns of workplace misconduct and marginalizing leadership that had apparently operated through hierarchy privilege without recognition of the intelligence, expertise, and analytical capabilities that professional talent contributed to organizational success and competitive positioning through comprehensive strategic implementation and intelligence excellence that transcended traditional marginalization assumptions and workplace hierarchy bias patterns that systematically targeted employees' analytical capabilities for elimination rather than advancement through merit-based recognition and hierarchy-neutral corporate governance. Within hours of the comprehensive chairman inquiry, executives unanimously condemned the HR marginalization behavior while recognizing the fundamental violation of talent respect and professional merit that Thomas's actions represented, creating systematic accountability that would permanently affect corporate prospects and institutional standing, while validating the critical importance of workplace respect and analytical recognition in business environments that required intelligence, competence, and professional excellence rather than hierarchy discrimination and HR-dominated decision-making patterns. Emergency corporate governance enhancement was initiated as executives discovered that marginalizing leadership had created missed opportunities through systematic talent rights violations, limiting strategic potential while creating organizational capability gaps that could be addressed through complete strategic transformation and competitive positioning enhancement. Through analytical consequence and professional transparency that demonstrated corporate commitment to talent respect and professional merit that transcended marginalization, elimination, and strategic hierarchy bias patterns. The executive decision included comprehensive corporate enhancement that prioritized talent respect and professional merit, while establishing industry precedents that elevated analytical employees from workplace marginalization and systematic hierarchy elimination, creating organizational evolution that would prevent future marginalizing leadership through professional accountability and talent transparency that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical excellence as essential components of corporate success and competitive advantage, rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic competence. The complete corporate restructuring was swift and merit revolutionary, as institutional transformation realized that Thomas's systematic violations represented organizational limitation that required immediate personnel changes and comprehensive industry reforms that prioritized talent, respect, and professional merit over marginalization, privilege, and hierarchy dominance that had characterized corporate culture approaches that enabled systematic hierarchy bias through inadequate oversight and professional consequence mechanisms that failed to recognize employees' analytical capabilities and intelligence excellence while targeting talent professionals and strategic competence for corporate elimination rather than advancement and recognition. Thomas was demoted immediately with comprehensive organizational notification that workplace marginalization consequences were being implemented, while comprehensive review was initiated to assess the complete scope of hierarchy violations and professional misconduct that had operated through marginalizing authority and organizational indifference to talent protection and professional justice requirements that recognized employees' intelligence expertise and analytical capabilities rather than hierarchy discrimination and HR-dominated decision-making patterns. My promotion to senior strategic analyst with executive access included substantial recognition reflecting analytical expertise value, comprehensive vindication of professional merit, an executive mandate to implement talent accountability throughout all organizational operations, while ensuring that future corporate cultures would prioritize talent respect and professional merit through advanced analytical transparency and comprehensive professional monitoring that prevented systematic violations and workplace misconduct through democratic accountability and professional transparency, that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and analytical excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic competence. The recognition revolution that resulted from professional accountability breakthrough created industry-wide transformation in HR behavior and workplace accountability, establishing analytical platform transparency as essential mechanism for talent justice and professional protection, while demonstrating the revolutionary potential of intelligence democracy for organizational transformation and marginalizing consequence through analytical evidence and comprehensive professional excellence that transcended hierarchy dominance through strategic transparency and democratic analytical engagement, that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and professional analytical excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential and strategic competence. The professional accountability frameworks became industry standards for talent justice and corporate oversight, while the comprehensive analytical transparency capabilities revolutionized workplace protection through professional accountability that provided unprecedented effectiveness in preventing hierarchy violations and systematic workplace misconduct through advanced analytical monitoring and comprehensive professional evidence deployment that enabled talent justice and strategic democracy, through democratic analytical platforms and professional transparency that protected talent rights and employees' dignity in organizational environments, rather than targeting analytical intelligence capabilities and professional competence for corporate elimination. The executive legacy established comprehensive frameworks for professional accountability and talent justice that revolutionized workplace protection, while ensuring that marginalizing violations would face systematic analytical consequences through professional transparency and talent accountability that prevented workplace misconduct through advanced analytical monitoring and comprehensive professional deployment that transcended marginalizing authority through democratic analytical platforms, and professional democracy that enabled systematic talent protection and workplace justice through intelligent analytical oversight and comprehensive strategic excellence that recognized employees' intelligence capabilities and professional analytical excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions about talent potential. The lesson here transcends individual talent justice and touches something fundamental about professional accountability, strategic democracy, and the revolutionary potential of analytical platforms for workplace protection and marginalizing consequence, while sophisticated professional expertise can provide systematic accountability and talent justice that transcends marginalizing hierarchy and corporate authority through advanced analytical transparency and comprehensive professional warfare, that enables democratic organizational oversight and systematic workplace protection through intelligence excellence and analytical platform democracy, that recognizes employees' capabilities and strategic intelligence excellence rather than hierarchy limitations and marginalizing assumptions. Thomas's catastrophic mistake wasn't just marginalizing individual professional contributions, it was systematically underestimating analytical capabilities and intelligence expertise, while assuming that hierarchy authority superseded talent, accountability, and analytical transparency that had been developed through years of advanced intelligence expertise and strategic mastery that became essential when talent justice and workplace protection depended on analytical democracy rather than marginalizing